Inner stillness, finding peace in a noisy world. Introduction. The invitation to silence. We live in a world that never stops. Think about it for a moment. From the moment you open your eyes in the morning until the moment you close them at night, there is a constant flow of noise. The phone that vibrates, the notifications demanding your attention, the radio in the car, the conversations, the to-do list that never ends, the worries that spin in your head like a merry-go-round without brakes. And in the midst of all that outer noise, there is another noise, deeper, more constant, the inner noise, the voice that judges, the voice that worries, the voice that repeats over and over what went wrong, what could go wrong, what you should have done, what you still haven't done. Today, I want to invite you to something radical, something that in this world seems almost forbidden. I want to invite you to stop. Not to take a pause so you can then run faster, not a rest that serves to return to work with more energy to produce more. No, I want to invite you to a complete stop, to a silence that is not emptiness but fullness, to a stillness that is not absence but presence. Exercise 1. The first pause. Before we continue, let's do something together. If you can, close your eyes, just for 1 minute. You don't need to do anything special. Just listen. Listen to the sounds around you. Don't judge them, just observe them. Now, listen to the silence that is between those sounds. That silence has always been there, waiting for you. Welcome to it. Open your eyes slowly. What you just experienced, even for an instant, is inner stillness. It is not a distant place you have to travel to. It is not a state only achieved by monks on a mountaintop. It is your natural state. It is the ocean floor, no matter how agitated the surface may be by storms. Blaise Pascal, the 17th century philosopher and mathematician, said a phrase that resonates with chilling relevance today. All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. Pascal understood this nearly 300 years ago, and today, with more stimuli than ever, that inability has become an epidemic. We don't know how to be alone. We don't know how to be silent, because when we become silent, we face ourselves, and sometimes that is the most uncomfortable conversation of all. But it is also the most healing. Initial call to action. Before we dive deeper into this journey towards stillness, I want to ask you something. If you feel this content resonates with you, if at any moment something clicks inside you, leave it in the comments, a word, a phrase, an emoji. That helps me know you're here, that this matters. And if you haven't subscribed to Mindful Haven yet, consider doing so. This is a space we build together to remind ourselves that peace is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Chapter 1. The Diagnosis. Where does all this noise come from? To find stillness, we must first understand what steals our stillness. It's not just the external noise, though that is powerful. It's something deeper. External noise, the world that overstimulates us. We live in the age of overstimulation. Neuroscience studies show that the average person today receives more information in one day than a person in the 18th century received in their entire lifetime. Our brains are not designed for this. They are designed to be alert to a predator on the savannah, not to 200 daily notifications. And here's something crucial. It's not just that there is noise outside. It's that we have lost the ability to be without it. We feel uncomfortable in silence. If we're alone for 5 minutes, we reach for our phone. If there's a pause in a conversation, we feel the need to fill it with words. Psychiatrist Edward Hallowell coined the term acquired attention deficit to describe this modern condition. A mind that has been trained to jump from one stimulus to another, unable to sustain attention on any single thing. But the most persistent noise doesn't come from outside, it comes from within. Dr. John Kabat-Zinn, founder of the mindfulness-based stress reduction program, describes the human mind as a monkey mind. A monkey that jumps from branch to branch, from thought to thought, never stopping. Does that sound familiar? What if this happens? Why did they say that? I have to do this, this, and this. What if I'm wrong? What if? Sigmund Freud spoke of the pleasure principle and how the mind constantly seeks to avoid pain. But in its attempt to avoid pain, the mind generates a constant noise that paradoxically becomes a source of suffering in itself. Exercise 2. The Observer of Noise. Let's do a small experiment. If you can, close your eyes. For 30 seconds, don't try to stop your thoughts. Just observe them. As if you were sitting on the bank of a river watching leaves float. Don't jump on any leaf, just watch them pass. Ready? 30 seconds. What did you notice? Perhaps you noticed that the thoughts don't stop, and that's okay. The first step is not to stop them, but to realize that you are not your thoughts, you are the one who observes them. Carl Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." The first step towards stillness is to become aware of the noise that normally goes unnoticed. Chapter 2. The Science of Stillness. What happens to the brain when we fall silent? This isn't just poetry. Stillness has a solid scientific foundation, and understanding it helps us take it seriously. Dr. Sarah Lauser, neuroscientist at Harvard Medical School, conducted pioneering studies on the effects of meditation and stillness on the brain. Her findings are fascinating. After 8 weeks of regular mindfulness practice, participants showed a decrease in the amygdala, the brain region associated with fear, anxiety, and stress, an increase in gray matter density in the hippocampus associated with learning and memory, and strengthened prefrontal cortex, the region associated with attention, decision-making, and emotional regulation. In other words, stillness is not a luxury, it's a brain training. It's like going to the gym, but for your mind. Every time you choose silence, every time you sit and do nothing, you are literally reshaping your brain towards calm. Dr. Herbert Benson, a cardiologist at Harvard Medical School, coined the term relaxation response. He discovered that regular stillness practice produces measurable physiological changes: decreased heart rate, decreased blood pressure, reduced cortisol levels, the stress hormone.
And here's the beautiful part. You don't need hours. Studies show that even 10 minutes of daily stillness can produce these changes. Exercise 3. 1 minute of scientific stillness. Let's take advantage of what we just learned. For 1 minute, we're going to practice the relaxation response. If you can, sit with your back straight, unsupported. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. When your mind wanders, and it will, just return to the breath without judgment. 1 minute. Let's begin.
Chapter 3. Ancient Wisdom. What the Stoics, Buddhists, and mystics taught us. Thousands of years ago, long before neuroscience existed, there were sages who understood the power of stillness. The Stoics. Peace does not depend on externals. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher born a slave, wrote, "Don't concern yourself with things that are not within your power. Focus on what is within your power, your judgments, your thoughts, your choices." For the Stoics, stillness was not the absence of activity, but the absence of inner agitation. You could be in the midst of battle and have inner stillness. You could be in a chaotic meeting and have inner stillness, because stillness is not a place, it is an inner posture. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wrote in his Meditations amid military campaigns, "You can retreat into yourself at any time. There is no place more tranquil or more free from noise than your own soul." Buddhism, the monkey mind and the calm lake. The Buddhist tradition has a beautiful image. Imagine a lake during a storm. The waves churn, the water becomes muddy, you can't see the bottom. But beneath all those waves, the bottom of the lake is still, always. Our minds are like this. The waves are thoughts, emotions, noise, but at the bottom, there is a stillness that never stirs. The practice of stillness is simply descending to that bottom. Thich Nhat Hanh, the Vietnamese Zen master, expressed it with a simplicity that moves me. Peace is in every step. It is not something to be sought in the future. It is something to be brought into the present. Christian mystics, the desert as encounter. In the Christian tradition, the Desert Fathers retreated to the desert to seek God in silence. St. John of the Cross wrote about the dark night of the soul, a deep silence where the mind empties itself to be filled with what is essential. What all these traditions share is a universal truth. Noise disconnects us from ourselves. Stillness brings us back home. Exercise 4. Imagine the lake. Let's take a short journey. Close your eyes. Imagine a lake. It can be any lake you know or one you invent. Look at it. Is it calm or agitated? Don't try to change it, just observe it. Now imagine that you are that lake. You are the surface. You are also the bottom. Always still, always present. Stay there for a moment. Chapter 5. The Barriers. Why is it so hard for us to be silent? If stillness is so beneficial, if all traditions celebrate it, if science confirms it, why is it so hard for us? Because there are barriers, and recognizing them is the first step to overcoming them. Barrier 1. Fear of oneself. Silence confronts us with ourselves, and sometimes we are afraid of what we'll find. Fear of the sadness we've been avoiding, fear of memories that hurt, fear of the void that seems to open up. Carl Jung called this the encounter with the shadow. The shadow is all those parts of ourselves we have repressed, ignored, denied. In noise, we can avoid them. In silence, they surface. But here's the good news. The shadow is not a monster. It is just the part of us we haven't illuminated with our attention, and when we illuminate it, it stops frightening us. Barrier 2. Addiction to stimulation. Our brains have become addicted to the dopamine produced by notifications, messages, constant stimuli. Dr. Anna Lembke, a psychiatrist at Stanford, explains that we live in a state of dopamine overconsumption that leaves us exhausted and anxious when there is no stimulus. Silence, at first, can feel like withdrawal, uncomfortable, even painful, but it is a withdrawal that heals. Barrier 3. The culture of productivity. We live in a culture that values action over contemplation. Don't just sit there, do something. Time is money. If you're not producing, you're wasting time. But stillness is not unproductive. It is the breeding ground for creativity, clarity, peace. Albert Einstein said, "The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant." We have created a society that honors the servant and forgotten the gift. Stillness is where we hear the gift. Exercise 5. Identify your barrier. In silence, ask yourself, which of these barriers resonates most with me? Fear of what I'll find? The need for stimulation? Guilt for not doing something? Don't judge the answer, just observe it. That is your starting point. Chapter 6. Practical Tools. How to cultivate stillness in daily life. We've talked about what stillness is, why it matters, what gets in the way. Now let's talk about how to cultivate it. You don't need to retreat to a monastery. You need small practices integrated into your daily life. Tool 1. The minute of stillness upon waking. Before touching your phone, before getting up, stay in bed for 1 minute. Feel your body, feel your breath. Do nothing, just be. This minute sets the tone for the entire day. Tool 2. The midday pause. In the middle of the day's chaos, set a timer for 3 minutes. Sit where you are, close your eyes, breathe. 3 minutes. It's easier than it seems and transforms the afternoon. Tool 3. Walking in silence. When you walk, don't wear headphones. Don't look at your phone. Walk. Feel your feet on the ground. Listen to the sounds. Look at what surrounds you. The walk becomes meditation. Tool 4. The tea or coffee ritual. Prepare your drink as if it were a ritual. Observe the steam, the color, the smell. Take the first sip in silence, with full attention, not while doing something else, just drinking. Tool 5. Breath as an anchor. At any moment, you can return to stillness through your breath. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. 3 conscious breaths can completely change your state. Tool 6. The Stillness Journal. At the end of the day, write 3 lines about how your relation with stillness was. Don't judge yourself, just observe. Thich Nhat Hanh said, "There is no path to peace. Peace is the path." Stillness is not a destination you reach after years of practice. Stillness is every conscious breath, every pause, every choice to release the noise. Exercise 6. Choose your tool. Of the 6 tools I've shared with you, choose just one. Just one, the one that feels most achievable. Commit to practicing it for 1 week. You don't need more. 1 tool, 1 week. Tell me in the comments, which one will you choose? Chapter 7. Shared Silence. Stillness in Relationships. There is an aspect of stillness we often forget: shared silence. We live in a culture that believes silence between 2 people is uncomfortable, that it must be filled with words. But shared silence can be the most intimate, most healing space.
Virginia Satir, a pioneer in family therapy, said that in healthy relationships there is space for silence. You don't need to be talking all the time. You can be with someone in silence and feel deeply connected. Think about the people you can be silent with without feeling uncomfortable. Those are the strongest relationships. Shared silence is a gift. It says, I am here with you. I don't need to entertain you. I just need to be. Exercise 7. 1 minute of silence with another. If you have someone near you, you can try this. If not, you can do it mentally. For 1 minute, sit in silence with that person. No phones, no talking, just being. Notice how it feels. There's no hurry to fill the void.
Chapter 7. Stillness as Resistance, a Revolutionary Act. In a world that tells you to run, stopping is an act of rebellion. In a world that tells you to consume, silence is a form of liberation. In a world that tells you to respond immediately, the pause is a declaration of sovereignty. Stillness is not fleeing the world. It is being in the world without the world possessing you. It is being like the lotus that grows in the mud but remains unstained. Dr. Gabor Mate, physician and trauma expert, says that much of our modern suffering comes from disconnection from ourselves. Stillness is the path back to that connection. When you choose stillness, you are saying, my peace is not for sale. My attention is not a product others can buy. My being does not need to be constantly producing to have value. That is revolutionary. In a world that wants your attention at any cost, stillness is the most radical act you can take. Chapter 8. The Path Back, Integrating Stillness into Your Life. Stillness is not a state you reach and then it's done. It is a path, and like any path, it has ups and downs. There will be days when stillness comes easily. There will be days when your mind is a noisy marketplace, and that's okay. What matters is not being perfect. What matters is returning. Every time you get distracted, return. Every time the noise overwhelms you, return to the breath. Every time you forget, return to remembering. John Kabat-Zinn says it beautifully. As long as you have a body and a mind, you will have stress. The key is not to eliminate stress, but to learn to relate to it differently. Stillness is not the absence of noise. It is the ability to be at peace in the midst of noise. Exercise 8. The Commitment. Let's close with a commitment. If you can, place your hand on your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Now say silently or out loud, today I choose stillness, not as something to add to my to-do list, but as the space from which I live. Stillness is not a luxury, it is my home. Epilogue, the return and final call to action. We have reached the end of this journey together, but your personal journey towards stillness is just beginning. I want you to take something from this time we've shared, something you can remember when the world feels too noisy, when your mind feels too agitated. Remember, stillness is not outside, waiting for you to find it. Stillness is inside you, waiting for you to listen. Beneath all thoughts, beneath all emotions, beneath all noise, there is a depth of stillness that never stirs. You don't have to create it, you just have to descend into it. And you can do it right now, in this instant, with this breath, with this pause between one word and the next. Exercise 9. The Final Stillness. Let's end as we began.
with 1 minute of stillness. If you can, close your eyes, feel your breath, do nothing, just be. This minute is yours. No one can take it from you. Enjoy it. Final call to action. Open your eyes slowly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving yourself this time. Thank you for choosing stillness in the midst of chaos. If this video has helped you, if you felt even a second of peace, I ask you for 3 things. First, like this video. YouTube's algorithm needs to know that this content matters. Your like is a signal that stillness is important. Second, share it. Share this video with someone you know needs peace. Maybe that person is drowning in noise and doesn't know how to escape. This video could be their lifeline. Third, subscribe. If you haven't already, subscribe to Mindful Haven. Hit the bell. Here, every week, we cultivate inner peace together. You are not alone on this path. And now, a final invitation. In the comments below, I want you to tell me, what noise are you going to let go of today? What is that source of agitation you decide to release? Write a word, a phrase. Your comment might inspire someone else. Coming soon. In upcoming videos, we'll talk about how to set healthy boundaries without guilt and how to heal the inner child. If there's a topic you'd like me to cover, leave it in the comments. This channel is yours. Breathe deeply. Feel the stillness that accompanies you. It doesn't leave when you turn off this video. It's always there. You just have to remember. See you soon. Peace to you.